Now, polls have closed in Kenya's bitterly fought presidential election, and its deadly political history appears to be repeating itself. At least 2 supporters of opposition leader Raila Odinga have been shot and killed by police during violence after the vote. Preliminary results show President Uhuru Kenyatta ahead. The 2 candidates are competing to lead East Africa's biggest economy. Kenya is the world's largest exporter of black tea and is also a regional hub for companies including Google and Coca-Cola. Raila Odinga says Tuesday's vote has been shrouded by corruption.
Fraud and fabrication of results was massive and extensive to the extent that the results of the 47 counties were manipulated.
Meanwhile, Kenyatta's Jubilee Party has hit back against the allegations.
We like to appeal to NASA that they don't engage in a campaign of disinformation, a campaign of calling results fraudulent.
TRT World Africa reporter Fidelis Mbah joins us now live from Nairobi. Fidelis, welcome. Give us a brief idea, if you can, about what Nairobi feels like right now.
Well, since Tuesday's election, everywhere has been calm. People voted and went back home because people seem to have learned from the violence that trailed the 2007-2008 election. So when they voted, they went back quietly. Businesses have been closed. Yesterday was a public holiday. That was Tuesday. And today, many shops were still closed. Just a few shops were open for business. And the usual traffic, the hustle and bustle in Nairobi, the capital, was not visible because we had a swell time driving without any hitch on Nairobi streets, unlike before where you had to spend hours in traffic. But gradually we hope that maybe from Thursday morning things might begin to come back to normal, even though some people are waiting until the result is announced, before they can actually more like come back to work or go back to the offices.
Indeed. Fidelis, now, just looking at the stock market, it did end up about 1%, but interestingly, trading volumes halved to a minuscule $1.6 million. Is this also a sign of how tense investors in particular are?
Well, not just for the local investors, even foreign investors. Everyone is keenly watching to see what happens because there's a whole lot of uncertainty. Even though the incumbent president, Uhuru Kenyatta, is in the lead, but then with the disputes associated with that, people are still very careful in terms of going ahead with business plans because you never can tell what would happen. The opposition is calling for a recount, if possible, or outright cancellation of the results declared. So people are keenly watching and trying to know what exactly will be the outcome of the election before they can go ahead with their business plans.
Fidelis Mbah in Nairobi, thank you ever so much.